I see some reactions in the chat box? Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, everyone is back. Okay. I hope you have had your lunch during the break. So without further ado, let's introduce on our digital stage on our third and last speaker for today. He finished his degree in Library Science and Education, Faculty of Education, Institute for Teachers Training and Education, Bandung in 1981. He obtained his Master of Arts degree in Instructional Design and Technology, College of Education, the University of Iowa, Iowa City, Iowa, USA in 1986. He also received his doctorate in curriculum development from the School of Postgraduate Indonesia, University of Education Bandung, Indonesia in 1999. He is also the head of Professional Teacher Education Program, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, or the Indonesian University of Education Bandung, which was formerly known as Institute for Teachers Training and Education Bandung. He is also a professor in curriculum development in Faculty of Education and Postgraduate and School of Postgraduate Studies, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, who is responsible for presenting lectures the following subjects: curriculum development in higher education, curriculum management, global issues in curriculum development, curriculum and instruction, instructional design and technology, curriculum in basic education, and educational technology. He is also the assessor of academic evaluation of the candidate for the position of professor in the year of 2021 at University Malaya Sabah. So today he will talk about preparing pre-service teacher education curriculum in multicultural society. We are very honored to have you here with us, the chairman of the Indonesian Curriculum Developer Association and a professor in curriculum development, Curriculum and Educational Technology Department, Faculty of Education, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, Professor Dr. Dinn Wahyu.
Thank you, Sarah. Can you hear my voice?
Yes, we can hear you.
It is really my honor to have opportunity to be here and share on the very important forum, Education Leaders Talks, International Education Symposium, initiated by University of Immaculate Conception, Philippines, in collaboration with UiTM, University Technology Mara. Again, thank you to Bridget Mode, the governors of College of Teachers Education, UEC, for having a chance for me to share the topic concerning with preparing pre-service teachers education curriculum in multicultural society, a case in Indonesia. I also thanks to our colleague who as a guest speakers previously, Professor Dr. Faizah Abdul Majid and Professor Brian Masadhart. It is really interesting topic. I attend intensively what you have presented on the previous presentation. I also thanks to all audience from many College of Education who wait for break time. Today, it is my presentation concerning with preparation pre-service teacher education. Okay, may I present myself? share screen? Hello? Okay. Oh, I see. So I didn't share, I didn't manage myself.
Yes, Professor Dean. Somebody is making the presentation already. Do you want to do the presentation, Dr. Dean?
Okay.
Can you see the inner screen, Dr. Dean? It's already presenting.
Okay, so
Dr. Dean, would you like to manage yourself, Dr. Dean?
yes, I think so.
Okay, so I will stop sharing. All right, thank you.
Sorry.
No worries, Dr. Dean.
Okay, thank you, Farah. Can see my first slide? Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
This is the main topic as I have prepared for discussion for today. The main agenda, how Preservice teachers curriculum and is planned and implemented in Indonesia during 2 decades ago. We also talk about how curriculum on pre-service teacher education concerning with the multicultural perspective, because multicultural perspective is very important. I think Indonesia is a multicultural nation. It consists with many ethnics, many religion, and many local wisdom also. So that is the topic we are going to present. In brief, you can see Indonesians' education fact during current information. So the total population approximately 272 millions. And today, compulsory education is until junior secondary school. So 9 years compulsory education. You can see, in fact, there are approximately 5 million students in Indonesia. It is a very huge population, yeah. When we talk about professional teacher educations here in Indonesia, especially the government has give mandate for 79 teachers education institution, including UPI, to be plan and manage professional teacher education program. In our country, in order to be a teachers, even to be a teachers on primary school, secondary school, it is mandatory to have undergraduate program plus 2 semester for attending attending certificate for teachers. So currently, Indonesian Ministry of Education, Cultures, Research and Technology is conducting a program called the Freedom to Learn Independent Campus. It is new curriculum policy that should be planned and implemented during in all countries' education. In primary and secondary school, the new curriculum is called Merdeka curriculum, while in university level, the spirit of freedom to learn independent campus, we call MBKM campus, and that it is compulsory to be developed by all university in in public university as well as private universities. So the MBK policy emphasize on independent learning. Students will be given a freedom to develop their talents and abilities without being hindered by formal rule, which may reduce creativity. However, we find some, in some cases, many teachers, especially rural area, have difficulty in planning and developing Merdeka curriculum in proper way. So it is time for us to have, re-educate and to encourage all teachers in Indonesia to plan Merdeka curriculum in order to manage and provide students to have learning experiences during the top for preparing 21st century skills. So in Indonesia, as I have mentioned, it is a big country with 17,000 of island, 100 of ethnic, 100 of local language, and diverse of cultures, variety, and diverse religion also. So this topic is also concerning how multicultural education as one tool of education system in order to provide diverse university among ethnics in Indonesia. So in this presentation, I will discuss briefly how multicultural pedagogy is planned and implemented in Preservice teacher education curriculum in Indonesia. Why I chose Preservice teacher education curriculum? Because prospective teachers in future time have opportunity to continue their study in teacher education, in pre-service teacher education in Indonesia. Okay, let's talk about the higher curriculum in according with the law numbers 12 years 2011-7 section certified. The curriculum in higher education is actually as a set of plan and arrangement for goals, content, and materials of teaching and how they are used as the basis of for learning activities to achieve the higher education goal. As a strategic instrument for implementing education program, curriculum should be a plan and arrange. Why? At least there are 4 things. It might be also happen in a common regulation in all education system in the world. First, concerning with the goal. What is the main purpose of education programs? So in national level, in Indonesia, the goal of education now we call with pelajar Pancasila. Jadi Pancasila students, pelajar Pancasila, it consists with several aspects for as a national goal. The second one concerning with the content, how teachers in preparing materials should be in the proper way in order to have importance or selected materials to be presented during the teaching learning activities. The third one is concerned with delivery system. How students, how teachers, as well as the lecturers in higher education program should prepare in what method and strategies they use in order for teaching learning can be implemented well in according with the schedule. And the fourth one concerning with assessment. So there are four things should be considered in pre-service teacher education program, especially related with this topic. So when we call about this slide concerning with how curriculum in higher education can be implemented, can be planned and implemented, as I have mentioned before, it concerning with the goal and competencies should be attached, should be achieved, and what essential content should be prepared by a teacher as well as a lecturer, and also potential teachers during pre-service training program. And the third one, delivery system. The last one concerning assessment. So that is we call how curriculum should be planned and implemented in pre-service teacher education program. I inform briefly concerning with the policy of teachers profession education program in Indonesia currently. Yeah. Professional teacher education programs is educational program after academic period undergraduate program or applied graduate to hold teacher certificate in kindergarten, formal education, primary education, and secondary education. So it is a new policy stated by the government in order to prepare a good teachers in the middle of 20th century. So it is not enough the graduated from undergrad program. Also, it is compulsory to have additional program we call PPG, professional education, 2 semesters. So the TP program is implemented and run by selected teachers by Minister of Research, Technology, and Education. In our university, UPI program, Teachers Professional Education Program is one of study program managed by Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. So currently, there are 78 state and private teacher education institution, included my university, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, that spread out the nation assigned to establish teachers professional education program. I will also mention some innovation of professional teacher education program that ongoing process in order to prepare professional teachers in future time in Indonesia. So one concerning with the policy of recruitment, graduate profile. Secondly, concerning with the process, how the program of preparing professional teachers should be implemented. Thirdly, concerning with self-learning, everybody are required to have the spirit of regular learning and the IES literacy. Reflection become a focus, so they have experience in the process of their study in preparing his capability in improving their prospective teachers. Practical based in school, it is also our concern in order to be a teachers, they have enough experience, not only on practice or practice in practice, or also they have a and how what happened in school activities, what the teachers and headmaster manage the class. Now, by practical base in school, hopefully prospective teachers have a proper experiences in order to be a teacher in future time. We encourage collaborative program between university, school, and industry. So that's all some innovation done by pre-service teacher education in Indonesia in preparing future teachers, professional future teachers. So I have, as I have mentioned, the professional teachers program is divided into two types. Firstly, it is I would like to in you, because in Indonesia even many existing teachers have already taught many years in school, but some of them have no teacher certificate. That is why there is a program, professional teachers program for novice teachers. And there is also the program for existing teachers. So existing teachers is designed for the new, existing teacher is designed, provided for the existing teachers who has not have a chance before to have a certificate for teachers. But here in brief concerning with how the curriculum structures of the program is planned and carried out during teachers professional program with approximately 2 semesters after undergraduate uh, programs. Yeah, it concerned with workshops concerning with specific pedagogy, partly via online, and a workshop on authentic assessment. And then micro teaching as peer teaching conducted in university. And also the last period, last program is practical fieldwork in school. They are managed by lecturer as well as teachers expert teachers. So lecturers and expert teacher work together to guide, to provide practicing for practical field work of the students. Here is the flow of charts of preparing the new teachers under the PPG programs, yeah, under Teachers Professional Education Program. So you can see here the first part concerning with the selections and administration. So here the government still have authority to plan, implement, and manage in selecting an academic program. While the next one, teacher education institution have a quota for guiding, yeah, for implementing the programs. It consists with learning material support program, pedagogy and subject content learning material workshop, peer teaching in campus teacher education institution education, and then field teaching practice in school. Then after that, the candidate, the school, the student shall follow to attend the exam, competency exam and knowledge exam. If they pass the exam, they got teacher certificate, and for the teacher of vocational education, they are required to have exam for expertise. We call expertise certificates. So for vocational teachers, they have two certificates: teacher certificates and then expertise certificate. Nah, the second one, we talk about multicultural curriculum. So the first one concerning how future teachers are compulsory to attend a 2-semester program to be a professional teachers. And then the second one, we focus on how multicultures curriculum is given, is provided for the future teachers, because it is again, it is important for our country and also with the other country who have multicultures condition, like in my country. Yeah. So why multicultural is important? I think there are many considerations concerning with the communication, the collaboration, critical thinking, problems solving, and creativity and invention, global awareness. They all things should be introduced and should be practiced by the prospective teachers, so they have experience, and then they have also capability how this skill could be taught during their professional working after they have graduated and to be a teacher in future time. Some consideration in pre-service teachers program. One of strong element when we talk about multicultures here, multiculture as strong element in developing competencies and life skill. We believe that by having strong element of multicultures, they have competencies and life skill. Indonesia is a multicultural society that include a wide variety of different cultural perspective regarding of values, local language, tribe, religion, ethnics. So hopefully by giving multicultures included in pre-service teacher education, prospective teachers have proper knowledge and professional skill to teach their students, having respect and tolerance for all diverse cultures. So there is the very important things why multicultures is believed to be given as teaching learning activities for prospective teachers in order how they can teach the student later to be respect and tolerant on all diverse cultures. So here is, sorry. Here is some consideration why multicultures is important. Awareness of importance of diversity nationally and globally. Now, when we talk about multicultures, I think, and we still are in effort how multicultures or cultural diversity is discussed in national perspective as well as in global perspective. Awareness that students have different characteristics in learning. By having multicultural also, in some side, they will improve the awareness of students. They have a different characteristic in learning. The others, awareness of students have the same opportunity in education. So by having multicultural consideration, the proper prospective teachers will prepare and manage classes. Student is very unique and student learning individually, even they are in a group of classes. So in terms of group of classes, it is only a management, but in fact, the learning is very individual, and that is why the teacher or prospective teacher should have proper knowledge and proper skill in providing different characteristic of students. How multicultural is planned and implemented in school or in the campus during at least pre-service teacher education. One consideration or one strategy, multicultures are integrated in intracurricular activities. For instance, in certain subject, we have teachers as well as lecturers prepare for intracurricular program, and multicultures are integrated during the activities. So without change the formal name of the study or subject matters, teachers have opportunity to integrate multicultures in the way of teaching learning activities. Secondly, multicultures can be planned and implemented in the scope of local content curriculum. In our education policy, local content curriculum can be developed by individual district or the individual province. So certain province can develop, can decide a local content curriculum in according with the condition and situation of the community as well as the prospect of district itself. Yeah. Secondly, thirdly, multicultures also can be given, can be provided during extracurricular activities. In our educational system, especially in primary school and secondary school, we have a pramuka, a scout, scout, a youth Red Cross. It is also as an event, as a chance for providing multicultures for young generation, for prospective teachers in managing teaching learning activities. And currently in our curriculum, we have a program named Project Program for Empowering Pancasila Students. So a project program is designed by a school, by individual school. They have a quota of proper hours, several hours, in how school and teachers can plan together in conducting project program for empowering Pancasila students. So in our new curriculum, in Curriculum Merdeka, we have regularly core curriculum under teaching learning activities in the classes, in the class, while project program is a special program. It can be planned and implemented in class as well as out of class. And it depends on how school and teachers plan with students in what subject they are going to prepare and implement during the yearly schedule. So here is, variety participation of multicultures. The multi-cultures can be implemented by having working together among community participation, school committees, parents, industries, informal leaders, NGOs, and other stakeholders have opportunity, have a chance in order to plan and support school in bringing multicultures in his formal or in its curriculum. Final notes, several points. The final note based on my brief research. Yeah, first, Indonesia as multicultural nation has already planned and implemented multicultural approach on curriculum pre-service teacher education program. However, the programs need some innovative strategies. The program needs some other strategy in order multicultures can be planned and can be implemented in a very attractive way, in a very innovative way, so students are happy doing the program happily, joyfully by having innovative programs. Secondly, it is found that multicultural perspective shall be infused on pre-service teacher education curriculum. So far, it saw discrepancies between concept and policy. They have been given by local government or school itself with the actualization of learning process in school. It is centered on national citizenship rather than global multicultures. In some cases, it seems that when we talk about multicultures, it just also focuses of national level. I think in the future time, we should also prepare how multicultures can be introduced initially to our generation, not only multicultural in national perspective, but also some key information concerning with multicultures in global perspective. How students have familiar, already know about what happened in countries, what local food or local cultures in neighbors countries. So it is very important in the future time to be given to our students. And next, on Merdeka Belajar curriculum, it seems that it shall be focused on reinforcing student competencies, reinforcing to student competencies, yeah, rather than what's called competitiveness. Yeah. So it means the teaching learning activities in class should be managed by individual teachers to manage in the spirit of cooperation, to spirit of collaboration, rather than competitiveness among students in classes. The last one, yeah, the approach of multicultures shall be moved beyond knowledge base to lead bring change of positive behavior on national and global issues. So it is our important point, I think, that multicultural shall be moved from knowledge base, how what happened in neighbors district, neighbors province, neighbors countries concerning with multicultures, but also how they change positive behaviors on multicultures. It is important also to spread student interest of multicultures of their own they are interested on, then spread to regional, national, as well as global perspective. So it is hardworking. It is a homework for our teachers, our government, in order to spread student interest of multicultural with their own to move to multicultural, regional, national, as well as a global perspective. In our new curriculum, the spirit of multicultures can be cultivated in teaching learning activities in intracurricular, co-curricular, as well as extracurricular, included with the project for empowering profil pelajar Pancasila. In other words, in order to have a community in global multicultures, it can start in the classes, in individual classes. I think that's all my brief presentation. Here is some best practice, brief pictures. It is the example of pictures, global connection, people, and so on. It is concerning with religion tolerancy. It is issues on some topic, gitu ya. Religion tolerancy. In Indonesia, we have many religion, but how tolerance among students or among young generation, among people should be managed and implemented in the proper way. Concerning with populations, concerning with working together, concerning with environment, as a support for living, and save our earth, and Monday ceremony and raising Indonesian flag. It is a daily, weekly activities did by school, conducting Monday ceremony and raising Indonesian flag in order to maintenance, cultivate the spirit of national of our country. Appreciating cross cultures, tolerance among religions, quoting pramuka, and performance art. Here is a performance art conducting by our university several months ago. There is international event. Yeah. Traditional national dresses, gamelan as traditional music in Indonesia. Thank you very much. So that's all my presentation. Thank you.
That was spectacular. Thank you so much for a very insightful presentation, Dr. Dinn. And to our YouTube audience, please fill in the Google form link given in the chat box. So with that, we will go ahead and take some time for questions. We will be answering only one question because of the time limit. You may raise your hand on the features below and I will call up your name.
So to our delegates, the
Hello,
question,
sorry. There is a question from YouTube, from Elsie. How can teacher professionalism improve learning quality?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your questions. improving learning quality is very important issues, especially during this time after we have 2 years or more COVID-19. Yeah, several countries, included in Indonesia, there is a tendency of learning loss, of deficit competencies. So your questions concerning how learning quality should be improved, or what effort given managed by individual teachers in order to improve learning quality. During my experience, or as well as based on our research, there are many considerations in order to improve learning qualities. Firstly, from regulation. Yeah, in regulation, it is given by local regulation or home regulation in school regulation. That should be a regulation that state that the quality is a very important thing. So I mean, don't let the teachers enter the class late. Don't allow teachers to many absence, gitu ya. It is a regulation that should be, should be followed by teachers. The more regulation done by the school, as well as regulation in the district level, the more opportunity learning quality can be achieved. Secondly, concerning with the student perspective and parents' perspective, sometime in my country, many many parents do not pay too much attention in how teaching learning activities, learning activities done by their kids. Some parents still focus on how a kid can support working together to help parents. So it should be stopped. At least parents shall pay more attention how his kid or their kid are learning in school, in house, and in community. So that is a very important things, I think. Yeah, and it also depends with the support of teachers in the class. Sometimes what happened in the classroom is still mystery. We do not exactly what the teacher do, what the student do. Nah, by having a good plan, by having a transparency activities, a teacher who didn't work well, who didn't pay attention on how to teaching activities, can be guided by the management headmaster. I think there is one several consideration in order to prepare a student to have a good quality, and hopefully in the future time the student have a capability, have competency in working, in living in the time. Thank you very much for your attention, your questions.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Dinn, for answering. So since I said we will answer only one question, don't worry. So our delegates who have asked 2 questions in the chat box, don't worry. Our team will deliver your questions to Dr. Dinn via email, okay?
Okay,
So,
thank you very much. Thanks.
okay.
Thanks, Raisa. See you later. Okay.
See you later. YouTube audience, it is the end of the session, and I hope you have gained insightful knowledge. See you next time, and bye-bye. And once again, thank you very much, Dr. Dinn. In order to express our gratitude to our speaker, we would like to present to you the certificate displayed on the screen. Let me read to you the citation.
Oh, thank you very much.
Certificate of Appreciation proudly presented to Professor Dr. Dinn Wahyuddin, MA, for sharing his valuable knowledge as a resource speaker at Education Leaders Talk during the International Education Symposium 2022 with the theme Teachers' Excellence Leading in Crisis and Transforming the Future Through Values Embodiment via virtual conference. Given this 21st day of October 2022, conducted by University of the Immaculate Conception and University Technology Mara. Signed by Dr. Loli Jane C. Simbulas, Dean College of Education, University of the Immaculate Conception, and Associate Professor Dr. Sharifah Ruzaina Said Aris, Dean Faculty of Education, University Technology Mara.